Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey. Well, here we are with 3 bourbons in contention for Whiskey of the Quarter. And this is the one time, I don't know if you're somebody out there that likes to play the numbers. And in a sense, this is what we're doing. The numbers that you will be playing today are 1, 5, and 10. Rebecca looks a little bit confused, but as she reads them, if she doesn't put it together, I will explain. Rebecca, you want to tell us who are the heavyweights that are walking into the ring?
Yeah, so I'm going to share a little bit about who the Whiskey of the Quarter contenders are. If you've watched our Whiskey of the Month, it's from July, August, and September, so they may sound familiar to you, but I'm going to give a brief introduction. In alphabetical order, Neeley Bottled and Bond 4-grain. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey by the Neeley family distillery. It is 63% corn, 17% oats, 8% wheat, and 12% malted barley. It is 4 years old, 100 proof, and MSRP is $79.99. Starlight 2025 10-year cask strength is a straight bourbon whiskey by Starlight Distillery. It is 60% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley. It is 10 years old, 120.3 proof, and the MSRP on this one is $250. Finally, W.H. McBrayer 2025 release batch 5. Classification is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey by McBrayer Legacy Spirits. The distillery is undisclosed. It has an historic mash bill of 88.4% Bloody Butcher corn, 5.8% heritage rye, and 5.8% malted barley. It is non-age stated, but is a blend of 15 barrels, 8 or 6.5 years old, and 7 or 5.5 years old. The proof is 106.8, and the MSRP is $100. We love all of these. We love all of these distilleries. We love the people that make all of these. So this one is really going to be tough for us. I'm really glad it's a blind because we won't know what we're drinking. But we will put up on the screen so you will know what we're drinking.
Exactly. And in the case with the numbers, 1 is Neeley's because it's the first one that Rebecca Neeley had a blending opportunity to put together. That's
and it's also their first bottle and bond.
And their first bottle and bond. 5 is McBrayer because it's their 5th year of the W.H. McBrayer.
The judge.
The judge. 10, of course, is Starlight and their oldest one. So this is all about the numbers. And believe me, these are 3 maybe of the heaviest heavyweights that we've had walk into the ring at this point because they're all distinct and they're all outstanding and they are all buy it and back it up bottles.
Yep. But the good thing is this is only for seeding in our Whiskey of the Year. So everyone remains in contention for Whiskey of the Year. This is just about seeding if there are 1, 2, or 3 seeds. So that relaxes me a little bit. But we're going to start out doing what I call an express tasting like we do on the Whiskey of the Month, where we do some quick tasting notes, tell you a little bit about it. It's the only time we will really share a lot of our tasting notes with you, and we'll make an initial score that will be private for us, and then we'll go to the next stage. So let's start with Candidate A. That smells really good. Smells like bourbon. They are all bourbons, so that's a good thing.
Well, there's definitely a brown sugar.
Caramel. I got caramel, but that's okay. It's easy for someone to get caramel and someone to get brown sugar. It's a sweet note is what we're saying.
And I get the alcohol. But alcohol's there, man.
I'm thinking it's pretty light.
I'm getting ethanol, boom. And that's not a complaint for me. Some people are like, but I like it.
I just want to say the legs on this are phenomenal. The legs are so heavy and a lovely, lovely heavy legs. And I'm looking forward to the viscosity on. So I'm ready to taste it.
Oh, absolutely.
Candidate A.
A.
Wow. My first words are wow. That is amazing. It is much richer than the nose was.
Yeah.
The palate is dark caramel. All these really rich notes. It's got layers. I'm feeling some barrel coming forward.
Mm-hmm.
It is really good. Wow and good is all I'm writing down right now, and then I need to give it a score, but this is really fantastic.
There is caramel. There are baking spices for sure. There's barrel. It is a complex bourbon. It is a very good one.
Well, let's move on to B. I'm not going to worry about the color too much today. I'm just going to roll them a little bit to get legs.
I didn't do that the first time. And that ended up being really good. So, okay.
This is sweet.
This is sweet.
A lot of sweet notes.
I am getting barley.
I feel like this one has some wheat in it because I'm getting some almost pastry notes with it.
I am getting a profile that I really enjoy.
It's just layers upon layers, and I probably just said that on the first one. These are all three things that I'm going to say that on because we love all three of these.
Mm-hmm.
This one has more sweetness than the first one.
Sweetness. There's barley.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've said that before.
Okay, it also has great legs. Just saying, it's got great legs forming. And it's got a light pastry note almost.
Mm-hmm. I think we go ahead and we try it. So this is to letter B.
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 That's really good.
This is all about the grains. And I am getting oats. I am getting barley. I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon. I am getting a little bit of a sweetness. I'm getting something that reminds me of a wheated type bourbon.
For me, my first sip made me think, don't judge me. Wow, this would be really great for breakfast. It had this breakfast note to it. And it, like you said, it feels like it's got some things in it that remind me of breakfast. Maybe it's the pastry, maybe it's something else, but it just felt like it would be, if I ever wanted to drink for breakfast, this might be the one I'd want to go to.
Man.
It is really good.
Okay.
Of course, you know what we've been tasting, but I'm not trying to guess. So that was amazing.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, but I'm just not going to guess.
Well,
So, C.
C.
I keep saying, This one's more caramel.
Mm-hmm. Baking spices.
But caramel and vanilla for me. Some cinnamon.
A light sweetness.
Some cinnamon. It's rich on the nose. Now, I haven't been trying to guess proof in any way, shape, or form. I just don't want to go there today. Because proof would tell me what things are, so I'm trying not to think about proof. I don't want to know what they are.
And I agree with the cinnamon part, and I'm also getting a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, that's the breakfast note for me on this one is probably the coffee. Let's taste it. Well, first, the legs are very nice. They've got some really heavy drips coming down. It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous.
And I will say of the three, these are the best legs.
Yeah. They were all good though.
Oh.
Cheers to C.
C. C. Oh boy. Well,
that's another wow for me. It is, before I say what anything is, it is just, I'm having trouble because there's just all these layers and my brain is a little bit on overload right now because it's popping with so many things.
This is caramel. This is baking spices. This is a little bit of a tobacco. There is a sweetness in this.
There's some barrel notes.
There's barrel notes. I agree. There's an age factor in this that I would think drinks, and I don't know which, I know the ages on each, but this to me drinks the oldest.
I'm also not trying to guess age because proof and age would tell me what they are. So I'm just trying to go off of what my senses are bringing me. And this one, like Wayne said, I'm getting caramel and coffee. And it's like you got a caramel macchiato at Starbucks or something, right? It's got that sweet note, but it's got coffee. It's got this really nice barrel notes coming forward, baking spices of cinnamon just popping here and there. For the first round of tasting, my scores are pretty tight. I wouldn't want to pick a winner at this point.
No, if this were a horse race, they're bunched. And
I mean, they're all in 90s for me.
Oh, yeah.
And being a whiskey of the quarter, they've already won whiskey of the month. So being in the 90s, if they're not in the 90s, we made some mistake on the monthly thing, in my opinion. I know a lot of people that do this never give people something in the 90s, but we judge 90s is like, wow, this is an everyday. I would do this. I would recommend it to everybody I know. I want to buy it. I want to back it up.
Yeah.
You know, and pretty much if you win our whiskey of the month, if you're not in the 90s, we probably made a mistake.
You know, and I'll say this with it, because I've seen a lot of people how they score things. I really don't want to have something up here that's below an 80.
Yeah.
And the reason why is at that point, I don't want to get into an insult fest.
And if we put it in the whiskey of the month, we thought it was great. And if it won whiskey of the month, it was great. It's our scoring, so it's not like we're at the World Whiskey Judging Competition and we have specific rules to follow. This is our judging, how we decided to do it. So what's going to happen next is we are going to do a nose evaluation. Just like we do for whiskey of the month. We're going to evaluate the nose of each, give it a ranking of 1 to 3, and then we will fast forward that so you're not bored to tears while we're doing that. And then we will come back and share what we thought our rankings were for that.
So
here we go.
Here we go.
So we're back from nosing, and I'm going to ask Wayne to share what his ranking was for the nose.
Okay. And it's in backward order here. Letter C is first, letter B is second, and letter A is third.
Okay, I had the same ranking to start with as Wayne. I had C as number 1, but I had A as number 2, and I had B as number 3. So we're close. We have the same winner so far. But next, this one's going to take a little bit longer because we're going to work on really diving into tasting, which means what are the layers? What do we like? What do we dislike? If we really had to say 1, 2, 3, how are we going to rank on that? So we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back, and I'll go first this time since Wayne went first last time. I didn't really change anything. So for me, I had C as number 1, A as number 2, and I had B as number 3. How about you?
I didn't change mine either. It was C was number 1, B was number 2, and A was number 3.
Okay, so we got a tight race going on here. The final thing, we hope the final thing we're going to do is we're going to rate the finish, and that takes a little bit longer because we have to taste it again. We get a chance to taste it again in case we want to adjust any of those notes and really think about the finish. That takes a bit of time, and then we will also adjust our initial scores based on how the ranking happens. So we will definitely fast forward this one extra fast so that we can get through this. So we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we are back and we have adjusted our scores. So Wayne, what was your favorite finish? What's your finishes in order?
It is consistent again. It is C is 1, B is 2, and A is 3.
So we're gonna have trouble with this one because I'm also consistent, and mine is C is 1, A is 2, and B is 3.
Okay.
So it's going to come down to points, I think. So let's look at what we gave for points. So on A, I gave 95. What did you give A?
I gave it 92.
So we're at a 187. All right. And then on B, what did you give B?
I bumped it up to 94 from 92.
I had it at 91 and I kept it there. So we're at a 185. What did you have for C?
C was 95.
I had a 96 and I kept it a 96, so
it's the winner.
Yeah, it's 191. So do you feel comfortable with that based on our numbers?
It's the numbers and it's how they play.
So drum roll. Okay, so because we do know what they are, and you probably know now, and we don't, so I'm a little nervous. So our third place with a 185.
I know what this is
B. B is number 1. Okay, I kind of thought that.
I knew it.
This is Neeley Family Distilleries Bottle and Bond. So I think for a bottle and bond to come in third place is pretty good. It's 100 proof. It's got an amazing mash bill. It tastes like breakfast all day long. I thought it was terrific. So it's going to be seated third. It's still going to be in the Whiskey of the Year. I think it's solid.
Well, in my case, I knew based on the profile what it was, and it kept hitting really, really well throughout the entire tasting, even though it was the lowest proof. And that's why I ended up bumping up at the end. I had a tough time with it.
Well, I had a higher score than you to start with, so.
And I just really enjoyed it. I think it's an outstanding bottle. And for a bottle and bond, it's good.
If you have not, I think they've released their second version of this now.
Yes.
This is their first version of the bottle and bond. So it is fantastic. I highly recommend it. So now, very close to this, it was only 2 points apart, okay, total. For second place is A. So this is where it gets nervous because that determines stuff. This is number 2.
Yep.
Number 2 is, it's hard, I had to get the bottle situated. Number 2 is Starlight Distilleries 10-year-old. It's the most expensive bottle we had here today. It barely edged out by 2 points, edged out Neeley's. But it is a phenomenal bottle, but it is also the most expensive bottle we have. But it's going to be a 2 ranking. So I think it's a terrific buy. I've seen it available on Sealbox. So if you can't get to Starlight, it has been on Sealbox. I would highly recommend you getting that.
Mm-hmm.
So that means we kind of know, you all know already. And we get to be in the...
And I have to say this for the first time since we have been reviewing bottles and doing this, that my family's brand, which you might as well put up the bottle, has won the quarter.
Whiskey of the quarter.
And ironically, the last time that a McBrayer was up against Starlight was at the beginning of the year, and Starlight knocked it out.
Yep.
And today, the numbers ended up playing well for the judge. This was tough because...
It was really tough because these, they're all good. But this one scored 4 points higher overall between us than Starlight did. And then 4 points isn't a ton, but it was that close. The 191. So a great score for the judge, batch 5. You know, we're not affiliated with them except that they're our cousins and we cheer for them, but that's why we do blinds, because we didn't want to be influenced by this. Okay. And I really think these two have a lot of similarities.
Okay. And another part with this, that we have been involved to the degree of, we've been there for a barrel dump. We have not been involved with the blending or putting together of this.
Or figuring out the barrels that we're going into it.
And it's been sort of an intentional thing because we'd rather have
objectivity.
Yeah, and that's what we've chose to do. And today, beyond the shadow of a doubt, it knocked out heavyweights.
Yeah, it was very close. And again, this will be a number 1 seed, this will be a number 2 seed, and this will be a number 3 seed. So they're all going to be in our Sweet 16 for Whiskey of the Year. And we got 1 more quarter to go. And in 2 weeks, we'll be doing our Whiskey of the Month for October. Mm-hmm. So we'll find out who the first candidate is for Whiskey of the Quarter, the 4th quarter. So it's pretty exciting. We've never done this. So doing a Whiskey of the Month, Whiskey of the Quarter, and Whiskey of the Year. And we're very excited to be doing it this year. And I think we got some heavy hitters. And I'm excited that all 3 of these will be in the play.
Well, and they're all outstanding. We've had some really, really good Whiskey of the Quarter competitions. This one here really ranks up.
I will also say that we have backup bottles of the Judge and Neeley's. We do not have a backup bottle of this one. So I will be hiding it in the closet because we will not be touching this again until Whiskey of the Year, because that is all the juice we have of the Starlight 10 years. So we cannot drink it all. Yeah, and it will be hidden in the closet. So I won't be tempted to drink it because it's really good. And
I'll say that I will say this with these 3 right now. There is a distinct possibility that one of the three that's on the table right here could end up being our whiskey of the year.
Oh, I agree. These are some of the heaviest hitters of the year.
Yeah, you're talking about your Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, Rod Carew as far as hitters in baseball. And
this was a tough one. This was a really robust whiskey of the quarter. I'm just saying. These are all phenomenal.
So to end this, I'm going to pick up the winner. Which was the judge, W.H. McBrayer. Bill and Bill out there, you did an outstanding job with this, and believe me, you had to bring the A game because the A game was brought to you.
Yeah.
Cheers to you, and cheers to Starlight and to Neeley's, because great juice you have.
They're all going to perform well in the whiskey of the year.
Absolutely. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. And for today, all rise, because the judge has stood up and won. Cheers.
Cheers.